1958, a small town in Ohio, a Saturday morning. A young man stands at the counter of a corner gas station, pulling a crisp $20 bill out of his wallet before he starts his errands for the day. He does not rush. He unfolds it once, looks at it, and folds it back in half, doing quiet math in his head about how far it might stretch before the sun goes down. He is not worried. He already knows the answer. That single $20 bill, folded once in his palm, was about to carry him through an entire day of living that most Americans today could not manage on 10 times that amount. Here are 12 things that same $20 bill could buy you in 1958 America. Subscribe before we start because a few of these numbers are going to be hard to believe. This list is not here to bore you with inflation charts or dry economics. It is here to show you something simpler. A single bill, folded once in a young man's pocket, once belonged to a country where a day's work actually matched a day's needs. Counting up from the smallest surprise to the biggest one, here are 12 things $20 could buy you in 1958, starting with something most people today spend that much on just to fill half a tank. Number 1, a full tank of gas with change left over. In 1958, gas cost about 24 cents a gallon at most stations across the country. That meant a full tank for an average car came out to somewhere around $2 or $3. A young man could fill up his car, hand over a small piece of that $20 bill, and still walk away with most of it still in his pocket. Today, a single fill-up alone can eat that whole $20 and ask for more. Back then, gas was barely a dent in the day's spending. Number 2, a week of groceries for a family of 4. A trip to the local grocery store in 1958 could cover bread, milk, eggs, meat, and vegetables for an entire week, all for somewhere around $8 to $10. A mother could walk out with full paper bags in both arms and still have half her $20 left for the rest of the week's needs. Try feeding a family of 4 for a week on $10 today, and you would be lucky to walk out with a single bag. Number 3, a brand new pair of Levi's with cash to spare. A fresh pair of Levi's jeans in 1958 ran about $3 or $4 off the shelf. A teenager could walk into a shop, buy a brand new pair, and still have enough left over for a milkshake and a movie ticket afterward. Compare that to today, where a single pair of name brand jeans alone can run past $80, and the same $20 bill would not even cover half of it. In 1958, that bill was just getting started. 3 items in, and notice what they have in common. Gas, groceries, and a new pair of jeans, all covered by a single $20 bill, with change left over every time. In 1958, the average worker earned about $2 an hour. That means a full day's work covered gas, food, and clothes, with room to spare. Today, a full day's pay barely covers one of those 3 on its own. Number 4, a night out at the movies for the whole family, tickets and popcorn included. A ticket at the local theater in 1958 cost about 50 cents for an adult and even less for a child. A family of 4 could walk in, grab a big bag of popcorn to share, and still spend less than $3 for the whole outing. That left plenty of the $20 bill untouched, with money still saved for the ride home and an ice cream stop after. Today, a single movie ticket alone can cost more than that family's entire night out once did. Moving from the theater to the front door of a small apartment. Number 5, a month of rent in a small town apartment. In many towns across America, in 1958, a modest 1 or 2 bedroom apartment rented for somewhere between $40 and $60 a month. That means a single $20 bill covered close to half a month's rent all on its own, sometimes more, depending on the town. A young couple starting out could cover their rent with 2 or 3 weeks of an ordinary paycheck. Try finding rent that low anywhere in the country today, and you would be searching for a very long time. From housing to something a little more fun. Number 6, a brand new Transistor Radio. These small portable radios had just become wildly popular by the late 1950s, and a basic model sold for around $10 to $15. A teenager could save up a bit of allowance, walk into a shop, and walk out with his own radio, plus a little change left in his pocket. It was one of the first pieces of personal technology a kid could truly call his own. Today, That same $20 would not even cover the cheapest set of headphones, let alone a whole device. Halfway through the list, and the prices only get harder to believe. Number 7. A full doctor's visit, exam included. In 1958, a standard visit to a family doctor cost somewhere between $3 and $5, and that covered the full exam, not just a few rushed minutes. A parent could take a sick child in, get a real diagnosis, and walk out with most of the $20 bill still folded in their wallet. Today, a single visit without insurance can run well past $100 before you even see a nurse. Number 8. A month of electricity for an average home. Power bills in 1958 typically ran between $3 and $6 a month for a normal household. That means a single $20 bill could cover electricity for the entire month, with plenty left to spare for other needs. Families did not dread the mailbox the way many do today, watching a bill climb higher every single month for the exact same lights and appliances. Number 9. A decent secondhand bicycle. A used bike in good condition could be picked up for around $5 to $8 at a local shop or through a classified ad in the newspaper. A kid could save up birthday money, buy a solid bike, and still have cash left for a new bell or a basket. Today, even a beat-up secondhand bike at a yard sale can run close to that same $20 with nothing left over. Number 10. A week's worth of school lunches for 3 kids. Lunch at school in 1958 often cost around 20 to 25 cents a day per child. For 3 kids across a full school week, that came out to somewhere around $3 to $4 total. A mother could cover an entire week of lunches for her whole family with a small slice of that $20 bill. Today, packing or buying lunch for 3 kids for even a single day can cost close to that same amount. Here's the part worth pausing on. In 1958, the federal minimum wage sat around $1 an hour. That means a single 8-hour shift covered gas, groceries, a doctor's visit, and still left money over. This was never just about cheaper prices. Prices always change over time. What has really changed is the relationship between a day's work and a day's needs. In 1958, 1 day of honest labor could carry a family through most of what they needed that week. Today, a full day's pay often covers only a fraction of the same list, no matter how hard a person works. Number 11, a month of a family's health insurance premium. In 1958, a basic family health insurance plan often cost somewhere between $5 and $10 a month, depending on the provider and the coverage. That means half of that single $20 bill could cover an entire month of protection for a whole household. A father could pay the premium, pay for groceries, and still have money left before payday. Today, a single month of family health coverage can run into the hundreds of dollars, sometimes even close to $1,000 for coverage. That often comes with its own long list of limits. And now number 12, the one you will not quite believe, a down payment on a used car. In 1958, a decent secondhand car could often be found for a few $100s, and many sellers accepted a down payment as low as $20 to start the deal, with the rest paid off slowly over time. That means the exact bill that young man folded into his wallet at the gas station could have been the very first step toward owning his own car. Not a toy, not a treat, but a real set of wheels, started with a single $20 bill and a handshake. Try walking onto any car lot today with $20 in your hand and see how far that gets you. Back then, it was enough to drive away with a plan and a promise. Back at that gas station counter, the young man folds his $20 bill one more time and slips it into his pocket, already knowing it will carry him further than most people today would believe. Gas, groceries, jeans, a movie night, rent, a radio, a doctor's visit, a bike, lunches, insurance, even the start of a car. One bill, one ordinary Saturday, and a whole life covered. So tell us, what do you remember $20 buying you? Drop it in the comments below. And if you liked this, you will love our video on 14 basic survival skills 1970s kids practiced every day without parents knowing.